Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, where we're joined now by West Virginia volleyball coach Jen Greeny. Coach, congratulations on the best start in program history. If you haven't heard, the buzz around here is that the Mountaineers are 12-0. That's the best start in team history. Coach, how did it happen?
Oh, man. Well, definitely started when we got the job here, about a year and a half ago, trying to just set the table of building a new culture and starting with fundamentals and everything like that, and getting some new recruits. And our players have done a great job of, really buying into what we're teaching. Yeah,
tell me a little bit more about the recruiting process, Coach. Like, what is it are you selling? What's the message about what you're trying to build when you meet with these recruits?
Yeah, for sure. It's, first of all, be the change. West Virginia volleyball hasn't had, a stellar reputation of being a top volleyball program in the country. So we want, players to come here and be the change, really do something that has never been done before. And that's what we said in that locker room when we set that record, is you came here and no one can take that away from you. So that, along with, some great culture. We have 5 core values. And then, being at West Virginia is, something that we're really proud of. We have a little gold standard blue collar tagline that we talk about, and, working hard every single day, attitude and effort. So, all of those things, but that leads to success.
Gold standard blue collars. That's pretty good marketing for the old gold and blue.
Tony Greeny is trying to get that from us. I don't know. I got to make him pay.
I would say so. So, Coach, 12-0, really great start in non-conference play, but you're about to turn a page and start Big 12 play here very, very soon with a match against Cincinnati later this month. Tell me about the landscape of the Big 12. It's traditionally been tough. Do you expect it to be that way? Yeah,
absolutely. Big 12, I think, is even tougher this year than it was last year. We are improved, but the conference is also improved. We open up with Cincinnati at Cincinnati. They have a new coach. They are playing a lot better than they have. So, it'll be tough from here on out. Although we've had some success, with our non-conference, it's going to be absolutely tough going into Big 12 play. So we're going to need everybody's help coming into the Coliseum.
So we're taking a look at some highlights from the West Virginia Invitational, which, of course, West Virginia won. What was that experience like to get this team out in front of the home crowd for a tournament like that?
Yeah, last year we weren't able to host a tournament, so really I'm excited to host that tournament this year. And, we had great crowds. We had great success. We had, a barn burner there going 5 and some tough matches, and we were able to pull that out. So, we're still learning our team, and, we have almost half of our new team as new players. Still trying to gel, still trying to figure out what works and different rotations and things like that. But, we couldn't have asked for anything better than, being 12-0 into this preseason.
So the next chance to see the Mountaineers at home is the Big 12 home opener at the Coliseum. That's October 1st against Kansas State. And if you haven't seen this team, you need to come out and check them out, right, Coach?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I think volleyball is such an exciting sport, and it's the #1 sport across the country right now, participation-wise. Not a lot of people realize that. It's a fun sport to watch, fast action, great entertainment, and these players are playing extremely hard. So trying to get everybody out as many as we can get.
That's October 1st, again against Kansas State. Opportunity to support the Mountaineer volleyball squad off to its best start in program history. Coach Jen Greeny, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go Mountaineers.